In the old days, your skin wasn't blue?
The color is reserved for Architect Kahns.
Then I hope it washes off, Kotal.
Fight!
I don't know if this is a waste. I don't.
So this is.
I think it's
gonna be
fine.
some good damage.
This is dangerous, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, right now, Steve's thinking, how do I finish this right now? For her, of course.
God, that's tough.
And then the happy skull.
Yeah.
Just when one brutal kick is just not enough.
Yep.
Fatality.
Moving on.
I do. I think she got him.
Yeah, I don't think the sun's gonna heal that.
All the sun in the world.
Finish him! Fatality. Jacqui Briggs wins.
Awesome. Probably do about 2 matches again today.
Yeah.
I don't like having a winner or a loser for these, to be honest.
Well, what if I just win both of them?
Oh.
All right.
Real quick, I did see a thing on Twitter, input window timing long and short. Can you explain that real quick?
Yeah, sure. So basically, if you just leave it at long, special moves will just feel the same as how they did in MKX, Injustice 2. The timing is the exact same. If you want that timing when you're walking around doing down pokes and whatnot to be just shorter than that, you can lower that to either medium or short.
Okay.
Like how long it count? Like let's say you duck for only a second. And then you go to back and you hit 1. Are you going to get a down back 1 move? It's how long that window is that it's counting your input for.
And real quick, I also need to say, the openings, the character intros are not on for this build because we're trying to hide some of the some different story stuff. They'll be back next week. We will say this: we will have some intros between these two characters on our Facebook and Twitter later this week. So we're not skipping through these. They're not turned on for these two characters right now.
Intentional.
Intentional. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So they're just going at it.
Yep. Going in.
We're just going in.
Oh.
Get burnt. Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Oh my! Good wake up from Steve there.
I don't know if this is a waste. I don't.
So this is.
I think it's
gonna be
fine.
some good damage.
This is dangerous, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, right now, Steve's thinking, how do I finish this right now? Well, he did nothing.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was a little late on that.
I was hoping he would not know I had the cat equipped, and that would catch him off guard. That's the meta. Oh, 2-party crashers. Oh, I went for the uppercut. I was mashing. Ooh. I don't want to admit it, but it's true.
First round, real tactical. Second round, some
Sloppy,
scrambles going on.
I'd expect more, but they are washed up.
That's true.
Oh, he's avoided my tick throws by getting hit.
Didn't I say that the other day? Is that a way out?
Yeah. I mean, it's a valid way out.
Legit.
Oh, Aaron.
Can you finish him?
Her,
pardon me. Yeah. Her, of course.
God, that's tough.
And then the happy skull.
Yeah.
Just when one brutal kick is just not enough.
Yep.
Moving on. Let's do it again. Aaron Davis, let's talk about this.
All right, we need
Win.
a.
Let's get a W.
Oh, okay.
That's the game plan I got for you.
Nothing specific. Just get
Yeah,
the dub.
let's
Just get the dub. Just get the dub. He's not your friend. He's your
What?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not friends anymore.
Not right now.
Not right now, yeah.
Not right now.
Horrible.
I don't care.
Oh.
Not a good start to it.
Wow!
There it
That was a
was.
moment
See,
of
this is
I
the
didn't know that was
motivation
gonna
Dizzy
happen.
needed. Here we go. Oh, boy.
I thought he was going to cancel.
I went
yeah.
for it.
Ooh. Now, could you have extended that and gotten some good corner?
I'll give props. That was a good wake-up bait.
Oh.
Although I have been waking
bit of
up
those.
every single time.
And you,
Wow.
That's
There you go.
bit of a waste. He's also had to keep you in the corners where he hasn't been going through all of his grab rotation. He hasn't hit for the cycle yet.
Yeah,
To
sure.
get bopped.
Get him back in that corner.
All right, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Do you not even care about the crushing blow right now, Dizzy?
He's not talking
Oh,
to you.
wow.
Stay out of his
There's
head.
no way he wasn't matching this thing.
Oh.
All right, definitely amplifying that. Going to get that damage buff.
Some good high-level corner play over here.
Yeah, it really is. Corner comms are legit.
Not a thing.
Steve?
Corner comms are absolutely a thing.
They're a thing.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I should have equipped the throw tech one. I wasn't expecting so many. Nice.
That'll be a crushing blow.
Ooh.
I think this is going to kill you.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't. Look at those totems.
Whoa.
Again, Aaron Davis win.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going for it.
That's what I like to hear.
I can literally hear you going for that dash punch, and it's mixing me up because you're not doing the dash punch. It's the no mix-up, mix-up.
One of the advantages of playing on stick, everyone can hear what you do. Alright, so here, I got it locked and loaded now.
Uh-oh.
So you're searching for that. You're sharking for that right now.
I'm in trouble.
Here it comes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
no.
a crucial. I had to get out of
Oh,
it because I
man.
knew the crushing
Yep.
blow was going to come. Oh, I thought that might be a punish.
Oh no.
And I don't have stamina to break out of this.
Oh! What?
Do you know it? Do you know it, Dizzy?
I do. I think she got him.
Yeah, I don't think the sun's going to heal that.
All the sun in the world, really. Got
Good strings in the mid-range. Back 2-2-3, has a ton of range.
ends with an overhead.
Ends in an overhead. 4-2, if he's the butt of his sword. He advances a lot before going into it. I'm a big fan. He's got a big boot, a big
boot.
leg. It's like sweet chin music. He's got a low combo starter. He does not have an overhead combo starter. So again, the theme with this game is characters have like a really good low overhead, but then the other one's not so great. So he'll use his standard hop attack.
What's up with that dino head back there, bro?
Goro's Lair.
Oh,
yes.
one thing we didn't mention, we have added. We've been asked for it. More stages have been
Yes.
added.
Yeah.
Goro's Lair here. Got a couple more as well. We will be having some background breakdowns. Always
That's
hard to say. Very soon. We were going to do it this week, but the guys who are going to do it are at GDC. So we'll get there.
So another one of his strings, I think it's one of his best range strings because it's super fast, is his forward one. The downside is it starts with a high, so it'll lose to a down attack, but you can see it advances super fast. It just kind of slaps you. And this one is actually...
All right, Steve, just go as fast as you can.
a crushing blow. That leads to a pop-up if it counter hits. So that would mean at the mid-range, if you think they're going to throw out a slow attack, like maybe Sub-Zero is going to do his back two, you go ahead and throw that out. If you get the counter hit, you're going to get a pop-up.
You might not be a tournament player anymore. Like, that's obvious, right? But there is no one better at working the menu screens than you.
It's practice. Check out his throws.
Do you just grind menu working?
No, it just comes naturally.
Wow.
All right, so let's go over his special moves. That's kind of a taste of his normal attacks, which are, you really can't go wrong at mid-range. He Oh, another cool thing is those daggers, the snake daggers. He now uses them more. You can see he uses them. His hop attack and combos and stuff.
Like when you start a match with Kotal, like right from this distance, like what are you thinking?
If you know that they're not going to do like a low attack, you can't go wrong with starting with forward 1. But then if you read that, you can do his down 4.
Ooh, that's good.
You could go for a jump in. You could go for his forward 2, which is on the slower side, but that's what complements the forward 1.
Gotcha.
So let's go over his special attacks.
Yep.
The key ones from MKX are back with new animations, and they're slightly different, but the core of them's back. Like, we talked about his daggers, his parry's back. He can hold it. If the opponent attacks, he'll absorb the attack.
And then have advantage.
And then he can have his advantage and go for a combo.
Yep.
The disc is back. It's super fast in this one. It does a lot of damage.
I love the effects of it breaking on the body.
Yeah, that looks super cool.
Really nice.
His Sunbeam is back. If he's standing in it, he actually gets life back.
Nice.
Then he has several new moves, which this is one of my favorites, the Saw move. It's a great combo ender, and it's just absolutely
Bloody.
nasty looking.
There was something kind of in MKX where he went over and did a saw. So this lifts him straight up, which I think is awesome.
So this has a crushing blow. If the move hits as an anti-air and counter hits, which
Oh, here we go.
there we go. A counter hit or a punish as an anti-air, you get a crushing blow, and he gets significantly more damage. And then he has this really, I love the effects
I was gonna
here.
say the effects are
It's like
amazing
he's
on that.
opening up the ground.
Yeah, that's a hell of a ground pound. So those are his base moves, and I, as always, set up 3 loadouts. So let's go through that.
One of our lights popped off. That's great.
Even the lights are
live, pal.
popping off.
We're live, pal.
We're popping off.
We'll fix that momentarily.
All right, so the first one I gave him is an amplified sun disk, where he uses a beam of light from the sun, which is canon here in Goro's lair. You can see it on Goro's corpse, right?
He's just reflecting
And it's
it
a
off.
full screen beam attack.
That's probably why Goro died, is because he got burned.
A lack of
Sun,
sunlight.
right.
Oh, he got
No,
burned or a
yeah,
lack of
I mean,
sunlight?
it's sunlight right on him.
This is not a lore minute.
I do think it's nice to think that the prince died in his home. You know,
yeah.
like that's how I want to die.
He had a
like
peaceful death.
in my chair, you know,
In your lair.
in my lair, right? My apartment, my lair.
My little Oni buddies around.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Anyway, this loadout I based on totems. So he has 4 totems in total. You can equip 2 at a time. So I went with this one, which gives him a damage buff. So you can see, here's the damage on the string, 154. I have this bad boy out. It's doing 184.
Okay.
Now here's the new feature. So that's very similar to MKX, but we always try to advance things. You can actually now stack totems.
Stack them totems. How many can you stack?
You can stack up to 3 times, so let's look at the damage now. And,
Yep.
and that'll add each buff.
Wow.
You can also stack multiple totems. So, this totem is his Blood Absorb, the Blood God totem, where every time he hits you, the blood gets absorbed in the totem. And when it times out, that'll actually go to Kotal's health. You'll see all the blood he's absorbing, and when it times out, he's going to get health back. So you
You're
can
full
actually
health
do
right
it.
now, so
Yes,
yeah.
but so you can have this totem out, then a damage one, and then another damage one, or vice versa, or 3 of one. So he has 4 different totems you can choose from. For another one that I didn't equip, it's really cool. It buffs his regen his stamina regen. So if you're using meter burn attacks all the time, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
He has significantly faster regen.
That's pretty awesome. And you said you can only have 2 of those out
Right.
at a time.
4 totems that you can choose from. You can have 2 that you choose, and then you can have 3 that you can stack, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You can mix and match as you please.
Yep, and it just looks cool to stack the totems. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
The math was definitely confusing to me just then.
All right, so
Just
there are,
kidding. I get it.
all right, so let's go to a second loadout. I'm a huge fan of this one.
You're a fan of pretty much all of them, Steve.
This one I'm really into,
Oh, super fan. Gotcha.
because this is my cat loadout.
It looks so cool.
He turns into a jaguar, and he has this full screen lunging attack that goes into this awesome thing.
It just eats your throat real quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's what cats do, right?
Yeah, it'll go straight for the jugular every time.
Then, we didn't see this in the trailer, he actually has an air one, where he does this party crasher move, turns into a cat, and then rolls away.
That's awesome.
And this is great for, you know, faking in jump-ins, or jumping over fireballs and punishing them. And then lastly, I gave him this sundial move, which controls the air, and when he amplifies it, he gets this big burst that'll knock the person down. You can do it as a combo ender, as a guaranteed anti-air if you read they're going to jump.
Sure.
And just to bring sunshine to the room.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. I like that.
Maybe most important of all.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the friendships we made along the way.
He's a just and benevolent Kahn in a way. Like, he's kind of a tyrant, but he's better than Shao Kahn.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I think he would bring sun. I must bring sun to my Aztec.
What a compliment. He's better than Shao Kahn.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is a compliment.
Yeah. All right, so what about one more loadout?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is your loadout.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm also, this is my skin that I use.
Okay.
Just previewing everyone. This is my skin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. What exactly is on his head?
That's a bear head.
A bear head.
That's a bear he personally killed.
Okay. Okay.
So, this loadout, the first thing I gave him was a different amplified discus throw, where he
Ooh.
actually literally does a discus throw. And you can actually do this up close, and it'll, the swing hits. So it's a good combo winner for damage, and it just looks funny. Then I gave him this pop-up attack, the Sunlight Uppercut, which is like one of his main combo starters.
It's kind of like his Towards 2 or whatever.
Yeah, it's very similar to Towards 2 in the last game. And then a command grab, which is so good.
This is the move. I mean, the amplified version of this move is so amazing.
So when he drinks blood, he gets a buff. You can see his tattoos are glowing, and that gives him a damage buff. He can stack it 3 times. Every time you do it, the tattoos are going to glow longer, and the buff lasts longer. Now you can see he'll be at max level. His tattoos are hella glowing, and now he gets this damage buff. And it lasts a pretty good amount of time. So the more command grabs you do, the more stronger you get. And he has tick throws, just like you'd expect. His down 1.
Explain tick throws for those who don't know what that means.
The idea there is you're doing a normal attack that the opponent blocks, and you cancel into the command grab, and the opponent's still going to be blocking, and they'll actually get grabbed. So for example, with 4-3-4,
Yep.
with 4-3-4, it's an advancing 2-hitting string, so the opponent's going to want to keep blocking. You can go into that, and it'll actually go into the throw. So the opponent has to let go of block to like uppercut you or hop attack out, which means you can then go into doing the whole string.
Got it.
And this is another one that's really good. So those are my Kotal Kahn loadouts. I would say he's pretty similar to the flavor of MKX. Great.
So now she's got full robo legs.
There's flesh there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not.
Still little human.
Yeah, it's more just augmented. It's not robotic.
Okay.
But yeah, she definitely uses it in a lot of normal attacks and special moves.
So let's start talking about some key normals. One of the coolest things is actually her sweep breaks the norm. It's 2-hitting. It's low.
Yep.
It looks cool.
It also looks really cool.
I also like a lot of her jump attacks. I think they look really neat and unique as well.
Yeah, I really like the elbow
Elbow drop. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite string personally is her 4-3. It's an advancing normal, and then I just love this 2-player animation thing here.
Big fan of 2-player animation. My favorite string of hers is the one that puts the kick that makes you kick her head then on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is actually one of her crushing blows. It's a counter hit. If you attack them while they are trying to attack you, you bop them in the head, and then you get a combo starter. So that's another example of way to extend combos, is a lot of crushing blows. And you can kind of cash in. Like, what I mean is, like, if you block Sub-Zero slide, which is punishable, you can use that, and then once per game, you're going to get that big, juicy combo.
And I think people were worried earlier when you heard about how many crushing blows there were. It'd be tough to kind of remember, but like as I played the game, I knew every single thing that I needed to do during that match to get those to come out. And when you play long, it happens.
As Ed recently said, they will be in the move list.
Yes.
We're going to have the requirements in there.
I just knew, like, when I was playing some of my characters, this is exactly what I had to be searching for.
Yes. Another one of the key ones is back to 2, which I'm pointing out because I absolutely love the particle effects.
Fair.
And she does that kind of lunge towards him as well, right?
Yes.
Little hop.
So yeah, she does have that. That's mainly like her main thing that she'll use at longer range, but most of her attacks are pretty close range.
Yes.
More of a in-your-face type character.
I would definitely say it's comparable to Sonya, where she's not using a long-range weapon. She is not the kind of prototypical They have really good range at mid-range and all that. She needs to get in, but her pressure is really good to make up for that, which we're going to talk about.
Which I guess we'd probably say. I mean, definitely there are players who played Jacqui in the last game up close, but like,
yes,
I mean, even some of the frustration with some of the early Jacquies was her range, and it's been a definite redesign on how Jacqui works for this game.
Yeah, she's one of the characters that to me is almost a new character. Like about 80% of her has been redesigned.
Yep.
So one of the big normals I think we definitely want to talk about is 4-2-2. So 4-2, you can see it's kind of an uppercut. It's okay. But if you do it really rapidly, you actually get this one. So kind of talk about your philosophy behind that move.
Yeah, that kind of is a throwback to, she had a special normal called Stanky Leg in MKX. Nice job, Derek. Where she, if you input the attack really quickly, you'd get a different hit basically. And it was kind of a more advanced thing. It wasn't the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, it was.
It took Tyler over 50 tries.
That's actually just true.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But that is one of the things that we kind of brought back. Obviously doesn't look at all like how it did before, but the idea behind the attack is there in that move.
And Jacqui overall, I think, is going to be one of the more in-depth, complex characters in the game. A lot of her special moves, they're not hard to do. It's not execution, she has a lot of interesting tools that are unique that I think we'll get to, that make her, I think a lot of the people that played Jacqui in the last game, that's what they liked about her. They're very much hipster players who love the, no, I say that with, I think they would agree, like very much, it's a niche kind of character to play, and we wanted to bring that back. Not hard to play, like if you just think she looks cool, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna have some really cool stuff, but if you're into that, kind of cancels and weird command grabs and stuff like that, we definitely got you covered. Yeah. So let's go over the special moves.
She has some, I mean, I'm not going to give it away, but some mechanics that we've never done before.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It's not difficult to do, but it's very, very unique.
Yep.
So her projectiles are sort of back. She can shoot at the ground and shoot up, and if she amplifies it, she can hold it and then do a straight one. And the difference being, she now has different loadouts. Can you kind of explain that?
Sure. So this is actually one of the different equipped shots. So this one is rockets, basically. When you shoot at the ground, it'll explode when it hits the ground.
And that'll knock them away, which we'll see other ones don't do that. As we
right.
go through our loadouts.
Each one has a different reaction the opponent will do when you hit them, and have different ranges and cause different effects. So yeah, there's 3 different types of rocket, which you see here, and then we'll get to the other ones later.
She also has dash punch, very similar to her dad's attack. Really good range. This has a crushing blow, and this is a fun requirement. It's hitting it at max range.
I think a little further, yeah.
Yeah. So fun to do.
That one just feels good.
Yeah, like if Sub-Zero goes for an ice ball or something, and you read it and you just bop him on the head. That's good time. That's fun for the whole Briggs family.
A lot of the crushing blows that kind of are like all of a sudden happen as a surprise. You're like, whoa! Like,
yeah, it's super fun when you hear the enemy go, whoa!
Yeah.
Real quick before I forget, I just got a message from someone.
Okay.
Oh. We got to do Kotal Kahn's Fatal Blow. After this,
yeah,
Mr. Aquaman is not.
It's a good one too.
He's worried, and he wants to see Fatality too, which I think we can do both those.
Well, does he not have? Isn't that an indictment that he doesn't think I'll win?
It's a good question.
Or you could argue you won't see the Fatal Blow because I'll never be under 30% because I'm just that good.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
All right, moving on.
All right, so she also has these mott kicks, which I'm a huge fan of. These are super fun to do.
Using her new cyber legs.
This is her core combo starter. It pops them up if you amplify. If you don't amplify it, she just does a few kicks. Not nearly as exciting. But when you amplify it, you get a pop-up, and that's going to lead to all of her big combos.
Right.
And
you hold it to either do more kicks or do less kicks.
Which is super fun to do.
Yeah.
So let's go over some loadout stuff. In this loadout, I gave her the Flying Knee, which is another advancing attack, great combo in it. You can meter burn it, amplify it to do her dash punch. This also has a crushing blow. If you do a combo that's larger than 8 hits, you can go into it and
obviously complements very well with the grease kick.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Look at that damage.
So another thing I gave her, as we were talking about, different loadouts here. Oh wait, I'm still on default. This is a really cool one where she has a bunch of cancels. So they are different than most cancels where she's actually just not doing, so this is the normal string. She goes into that hook, she stops. This, unlike a lot of cancels, this does not take stamina. And she has about, what, 3 or 4 of these?
4 of them, yeah. One cool thing too, she can do it off her sweep. So she has a double hitting sweep. So you can just not do the second hit. So people expecting a double low, you can go for a throw or something.
That is super cool. Yeah,
Seems like a lot of stuff I'll be really good at.
Nope. This is not hard at all. You can actually see this. I'm doing it every time, and I'm not good with Jacqui and not good with execution. So this is one of the core ways that if you don't want her to be a grappler, you don't want to use the load I'm about to use, or you can mix and match. That this would be how, while her range is not the best, she does with the projectile. Then when she gets in, she has that pressure. That's one of the key ways you can do it. If you like to use cancels, you like that execution stuff, you can go ham.
Right. Yeah, it's not so much about super hard execution. It's definitely not the easiest thing in the world, but you can get it down.
Yeah.
But it's more so like just, keeping it in mind as a player and as, the opponent of, I can do this. You kind of have to be on guard. You have to be ready for more things. It's one of those.
All right, what else we got, Steve? Let's go.
All right, loadout 2. First off, I am a massive fan of this skin. This jacket.
Oh, Steve, you're a fan of literally everything.
No, look at this jacket. I want it.
Another hairstyle as well.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, the hair is super cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, this one, I made a grappling one. First, I changed her guns. She now shoots plasma that actually sits on the ground and does dot damage when they stand on it. So it's totally different than the rockets. Like you can see, it doesn't even physically hit the downward one until it's on the ground. And all the effects are super good.
So yeah, the ground one will always just hit the ground, but all the other ones, if they touch the opponent before they touch the ground, it'll set them like on fire instead of the ground.
I use this one because it totally complements her as a grappler. Like it'll stay active while they're in the grapple. So then I went with her clench, which is a command grab.
Great.
And so the way this works is you actually get multiple options. You get 3 attacks before they can break out. So you can see she can do the knee.
Total MMA style
Yes.
clinch.
And from here, she has 3 different options. She has these double knees. She has this toss, and so one throws you forward and one throws you back. And then she has this overhead ender.
It's an elbow drop.
And this has a really cool crushing blow requirement. So the requirement is you have to have done the other enders. So throughout the match, you'll be going for this. And then when you finally go for one, you get a crushing blow into a pop-up. Awesome. So this is a super fun crushing blow requirement. Throughout the match, you'll be going through it every chance you can. The opponent is going to know you're going through these different ones. And then when you have that third one loaded, then you're going to do hella damage when you get the clench off. But you only have 3 attacks that you can do before they're going to break out.
Right.
It's also, one of those things where you have to kind of keep in mind, like, hey, am I close to the corner? Am I far away from the corner? Do I want to use the side swap one now to get that kind of out of the way so I can get the crushing blow next? Or do I want to keep pushing him towards the corner? So it kind of adds to the...
Yeah, it's a great point. Like in this scenario where she wants to keep her cornered, if she's already done the one that keeps you in front, you might want to... Going for the crushing blow might not be worth getting them out of the corner and stuff. So that's a fun meta there. Then lastly, we gave her this really cool move, which is when she techs a throw, like breaks out of it. I am totally mistiming that really badly.
Wait for him to throw you. There you go.
She can amplify and then go into a throw herself, which we've never done before. I think this was the coolest moment in the trailer, in my opinion. So Aaron, kind of describe the metagame of this, because there's actually 2 different ones she can do.
So basically, her amplified throw escape, it just goes into a throw, which is just another throw. Like the opponent can escape it, and she can do either a punch version, which is the arm break, or a kick version, which is the leg break.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're saying the opponent can break her break?
So if you, I think I can. Yeah.
She has to guess what throw you're going to do. She can then break out of it with 1 or 2, amplify it, and then she does punch or kick to do a follow-up throw that they have to guess out of. And that actually has a crushing blow with the leg.
Oh, broke the camera.
Either way, that is throw escaping the.
Throw escape into throw escape.
Yeah,
Throw
exactly.
escape into a throw escape.
It's basically just you can think of it as just a throw goes into a throw.
Right.
And then
thing.
that has a crushing blow set up for you've previously done the arm break. Then if you do the leg break, you'll actually get the crushing blow. So that'll play into, again, have you already done the arm and they're going to know you're going to go for the leg and then they're going to start trying to break that one because they don't want to get their leg broken and it goes into a whole.
Right.
It's more than a 50-50. Although this outfit,
There it
oh
is.
my
Pretty
god.
good. Yeah.
You love the last outfit.
But this one, look at her shoes.
Yeah, I mean.
What I really love is she's got the heels on to look classy as hell, but they're still robot legs.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So in this one, she actually gets a super jump. It's anime AF. And she can do a short version. Thanks, Burke. She can do attacks from it, normal attacks, special moves. I mean, you can kind of explain the application of a super jump briefly.
Right. It's mainly it complements her wanting to try and get in towards the opponent. She doesn't have much in the way of options, long range. So obviously, if the opponent's far away, they're not doing anything. They can see you come in, and they're gonna anti-air you. But if Sub-Zero's just throwing ice balls, you're like, hey, I'm gonna just jump over this ice ball full screen and get in his face.
So I also gave her this dive bomb, which is super fast, pretty good damage, and you can, again, like if the opponent's zoning you out,
Can you do it off the super jump?
you can.
It's pretty awesome.
And a ground pound, which is a low, and she can amplify that to go into 2, and you can also do that off.
Man, those effects are beautiful.
Yeah, her stuff looks really, really cool. So lastly, let's go into her fatal blow. This has got to be one of the coolest in the game. This shot right here is ridiculous. It's really nice that she doesn't waste bullets because they come back.
Yep.
It's like
She has to watch out for those, though, I bet.
One more thing you can show really quick is that she has a regular, I think, shot in this down back one.
Oh yes, you're right. I totally forgot about this. So this one you can see is kind of the standard one. It does not knock you down. You're just recover standing there in a slight reaction.
Right, and so you can use it, when you're close. You do that, you'll be at advantage when you hit them, keep them standing type thing.
And then you go into pressure. So this would be great to complement her command grab or the cancels especially.
Right.
Just go into strings, keep standing, keep pressure up, go for a throw. So yeah, with her things, she has the dot damage one for traps, a restand one for pressure, a knockdown one for damage.
Right.
And you can kind of mix and match how you want.
Awesome.
That's Jacqui Briggs, folks.
His actually starts with an overhead, which is pretty rare. And remember earlier we were talking about how he has a really good advancing low, but he doesn't have a big overhead to complement it.
In the old days, your skin wasn't blue?
The color is reserved for Osh-Tech Khans.
Then I hope it washes off, Kotal.
Fight!
No sweat.
Fatality. Jacqui Briggs wins.